de bailar.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present you to our presentation about how will cross-cultural teams in the future enrich the future of work. So, here we have our first sketch made by Takashi. We are confronted with a typical image of communication breakdown at the workplace. Does this picture look familiar to you? In certain work environments across the world, discrimination in every form occurs. For example, towards people with different ethnicities, ages, religions, genders, and sexual orientation, for example. These prejudices hinder cultural mixing and are detrimental to the growth and development of the modern working world. We aim to find a common moral ground and believe that our cross-cultural competency program will promote effective cross-cultural teamwork in the future.
As you can see on the next picture, here you can admire a perfectly working cross-cultural workshop, which we want to have, because we think that this can enrich the future of our work. But how? The participants of a cross-cultural workshop, they have different cultural backgrounds, and therefore they have different values. If they come together in a discussion, new ideas will come out, and maybe they will be more creative and more important than our ideas nowadays. Moreover, the companies will be able to adapt quickly to global change, because the participants of a cross-cultural work team, they know the countries and they know the culture and they see the indicators that show a new changement. And so the companies will be informed and they can adapt and react. And there is also the view that these cross-cultural teams can act as a role model for our whole society, because we need to open our minds to be more open for new aspects of life, to be tolerant and to show a cooperative attitude. And for this, we will now present you our idea how we want to have this work, well, kind of work, this new style of work to be implemented.
Since education is the base of success of future work, we developed a school subject called CCC, Cross-Cultural Competence. It aims to teach fact-based knowledge about various cultures and encourages to handle the challenges cross-cultural teams will experience. In a globalized world, it's a basic competence to understand foreign cultures. The subject is therefore mandatory. It will take the fear to interact with people of other cultures. The CCC has 3 phases. It starts in kindergarten with a rather playful approach, for example, songs or stories from other cultures, and goes on in primary school, where already more facts are taught. For example, about religion, rituals, and symbols. In high school, the whole thing becomes more complex. For example, with the exchange program. Like the already existing Erasmus program, the global exchange program, which at minimum should endure 1 semester, should not be based on financial status, but rather on merit.
Okay, so now the second part of the CCC will be the CCWC. What a fancy word. Well, this means Cross-Cultural Working Codex, and this is like a universal tool to communicate. It is focusing on 3 parts. First would be rituals. Those are precisely defined procedures like meetings or greetings. How would greetings go? So you have different cultures clashing at one point, at a working point. So you would have a Japanese participant in this cross-cultural team, and you would have an American participant, and now they meet each other. So what would they do? Would they like this, or reach a hand, or what would they do? So this is like rituals. How do you do stuff? How do you communicate at a meeting? What would you do? And then you have precisely defined steps and a precisely defined goal. The next thing is define terminology. So you have additional expression to express something abstract in working life. As example, also in a decision meeting. So this will be a meeting where the participants of the team come together and make a decision at the end. So you have a clear goal. Next thing will be icons. Icons are like a universal language. So it is absolutely independent from any cultural context, or any other influence. So you would have here a smiley, which is a general icon for happiness. You did something good. Or this would be some example for meeting, for example. So you would have a universal code, which you should then develop. This would be like, if you're looking for a toilet, you're looking there and you see that symbol. So if you're looking for the meeting room, you're looking for that symbol. Okay, next part of the CCC would be exposure to foreign countries. This is something different to exchange programs, because there you are effectively abroad. And that would be like in school itself, so inside the country, and you would be, like the name says, exposed to foreign cultures that could contain reading books or learning languages like we already have it, being exposed to music, to foreign religion, language, rituals, symbols, and all that.
Okay, so as we have seen by now, cross-cultural teams have many positive effects on different fields of the modern working world. Through our CCC program, we will lay the foundation for a future characterized by understanding and acceptance between different cultures. We hope that we have been successful in presenting to you our visions and ideas for the future, where a multicultural team will be tangible reality. Thank you for listening.